song called Chunty.
Welcome back to CHUNTCAST. Relaunched anew. The first one was going to be how it was going to be going forward. But after I did the first one, I got notice from my rental agency I had to move out because the owner was moving back in to where I was renting. So, needless to say, that threw pretty much every plan that I had in the pipeline for many things, not just CHUNTCAST, out the window. And now I've essentially been resettled. I found another place. The internet is just horrible here compared to where I was. So it's going to reduce what I can do as far as capacity goes. So I've had to reconsider how I want to approach CHUNTCAST. And I think I want to do it just as an audio thing. It's just less confusing, less bandwidth. I don't have to sacrifice video quality for myself or any guests that I have on. I really enjoyed the first one. I really wanted to do that style going forward, but unfortunately, it's just not working out that way. So this is just going to work for me better now. And if I do have any people on, it's just going to be audio only. So it'll be a nice chat. But I thought I'd take the opportunity to put this one out there as an initial relaunch. Say hello. I'm not dead. I am still around. I've just been very busy reorganizing life, focusing on work. And you know, now I'm just at a point where I'm at the end of the year. I've been busting my balls all year, and now I'm at a point where I'm trying to prioritize other things now that I enjoy, to get some semblance of sanity back. Yeah, I'm not going to go into all the details, but yeah, stuff's been really, really busy. And I've just been mentally and physically drained. Those things I've let a lot of things slide besides the job, you know, because the job's been my priority. I've just been focused, like head down, bum up. I've been making that work as much as I can. And I've come out the other end better for it. And, you know, I'm taking it upon myself now to look after myself a bit more. And, you know, mentally and physically look after myself a bit more. So I'm going a bit insane lately. So, hence why I don't know if you've seen this at the time, but I uploaded a video just showing like my room that I've been putting together the last, during this week, just emptying all my boxes and putting things out, you know, taking in everything that I've acquired, my belongings, and just rewarding myself a bit. I've bought a bunch of new things that I've ordered, so they'll hopefully come in the next week or two and the coming months. Just because, stuff it. You know, I've busted my ass all year. I think I've deserved some reward for my efforts all year, getting resettled in a new city, moving twice within 12 months. You know, I moved somewhere and got settled and then had to move again. It takes a while. I don't know, those of you out there, how many times you guys have had to move, but I've had to move so much in the last handful of years. It's just insane. And it takes so long to get back on your feet again and get into a routine and get life organized. Basically within the last 14 and 16 months, I moved like 4 or 5 times. And it does your head in. It seriously does your head in. There were times this year where I thought, what am I doing? You know, I've had some moments by myself, I'll say that much. But now, yeah, hopefully that's going to change. And part of that not to drag on too much about all that kind of stuff, if you give a shit, but all of that leads up to this, where it's like I need to do the things that make me happy again. And it's been so long since I've done that, and it's kind of affected everything else, every other aspect of my life. So that's beyond like my drawing, which I can do more now of. If you haven't seen my social media, and the Venom drawing that I did, I've been practicing my drawing again, because I got this new drawing monitor, which I've wanted something like that my entire life. So I finally got that. So that's been great. Or I can just, if I'm sitting here chilling out and I have an idea for something or a character, or just want to feel like I'm winding and drawing something, I can just move my keyboard aside, pull the monitor towards me, open up Clip Studio Paint and go nuts. And put some music on, and it's been a great help in just getting my mind clear, a distraction from life. Because there was a long time there where it was just like I would just come home, I would have nothing else but my Xbox at home. I don't watch TV, and I barely even. Eventually, I stopped playing games because I just got so disenfranchised with everything, and not watching Netflix, and I would just sit there on my couch, blankly staring at the screen, or I would put something on YouTube on, like a playlist, but I wasn't paying attention to what was actually on, just existing basically. Or I'd come home and just worn out from work for months now, and just mentally stuffed, and I would just pass out on the couch, just sleep. By the time I wake up, it's too late to do anything. You gotta go to bed and get everything ready for work the next day. And so all of that, I've been trying to get my shit organized. And again, circling back around to this, this is something that I really like doing, and if I can do it like this, in this capacity, just work with what I have. I understand that you guys like to watch something, have some visual aid on screen. I know this is audio, but depending on what the topic is or what I'm talking about, will determine if I'll put the extra visual aids on top. I don't know, screenshots or photos of stuff for whatever I'm talking about to help. But I don't know, this is more of a thing of just to have in the background. I don't know, hear some giant man-child talking about things in the background while you're doing your dishes or something. I know I do that. I know, like Luke from Aussie Gamers Express, I'll put his little podcast on in the background while I'm, I don't know, fixing up the laundry room or doing my dishes or putting the washing on. I do that with other podcasts as well. So yeah, I figured I would join that fray. There's a couple other mates that do this kind of stuff as well that has inspired me to just jump in and do it. So I know now I've graced myself with about 8 minutes worth of ranting about where I've been and what life has been like and what I've not been doing. I'm kind of starting off with this because I know there's been a few of you out there that have been asking me, like, what are you doing? Like, where are you? Like, you haven't uploaded anything for a while. I know a bunch of you I keep in touch and post with on Twitter and Instagram, and sometimes my Facebook page. I'm not really active on there much anymore, but I keep it there. And it's been cool. There's been a lot of people that have just dropped off, which I'm disappointed about. People that are actually considered, I guess friends or internet friends, as close as one can be. Where when I stopped uploading, or I had to have my breaks, or if I just stopped talking about the gaming industry because it shits me, there's been a good handful of people that I once considered friends that now don't even, they don't even reach out or have anything to do with me, or they don't message, or just nothing, and I'm quite disappointed about that. It's just some people two-faced, I guess, or they only want people in a circle of stuff that they're mainly interested in. So I don't know if it reaches outside of actual friends, or if they're just on this social media platform to be in the school of fish, or the herd of sheep that are heading in the one direction, and anyone that veers off from the pack, they just shun. I don't know if that's what's going on, but you know, they're not going to listen to this anyway, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, I don't know. I am slightly. I was initially a bit upset about it, because once I said I thought I considered them kind of mates. Again, as close as, you know, internet mates could be, but just the same. I was nothing but super friendly to these guys. I didn't do anything to piss them off. I know I can be somewhat controversial with my opinions, you know, and maybe they're, you know, trying to build their following and they can't be associated to people that think differently, which is just a load of fucking shit. It's just shit, man. Like, get out of your ego, for fuck's sake. Anyway, for those of you that still chat to me every now and then, you know, thanks and g'day. You know, it's always nice. You got a spare moment just to drop a like or a g'day, or, you know, comment on what's going on, have a little chat for a moment. Yeah, it's just good. So there's that side of things that I've deviated from. Like, that whole experience didn't encourage me to come back sooner, or to keep doing to keep doing something any sooner. So, you know, well, I've just gone now to the point it's like, fuck it, you know. I have what I want to say, and I have a platform as small as it is, but stuff it, I'll use it, man. So I'm not really going to touch on any like topics. I've got emails coming through. Topics as far as, you know, if you're curious on what is currently happening right now in this particular episode, this is more of just me saying hello and telling you where I've been, what I've been doing. You know, I'm climbing out of my hole now. Things have been tough, man. I'm not gonna lie, like, shit's been tough. It's been a hard slog this year, in every facet. Like, probably the hardest, I want to say the hardest, probably 14, 16 months that I've ever had. Because for the most part, I've done it on my own. I didn't have anyone to kind of lean on, or you know, have backing on. I just, you know, which I've pretty much been like that most of my life anyway, like my adult life. But this time in particular, no family, no nothing, like up where I had to move to. So yeah, just the whole sink or swim. I'm glad I didn't sink. Again, I had moments where I thought I was going to, and seriously, I thought, shit, I'm fucked. But gladly, I came out the other side. So here I am talking to you, and if anyone's still listening who gives a shit, you know, thanks. And hopefully you'll stick around and enjoy this new kind of just chilled out chat. No massive delusions of grandeur or anything like that. It's just me talking, just being at earnest about everything. So going forward, yeah, I will be doing more topical things, I guess, as things happen that I want to discuss or talk to someone about. You guys. So that'll be good, and hopefully you'll enjoy that. Again, this will just be YouTube. I have no plans for putting it in audio form anywhere else. Maybe in my Spotify account. I don't know. Not Spotify. SoundCloud. Which SoundCloud I'll be using to upload my own music that I'm writing next year. I'm planning to make an EP or 2 EPs or 1 album. I'm figuring that out. So that'll be a project spanning 2019. I've no ETA. It's just 2019. So I might just do that. Just double it up. Make a playlist up there on my SoundCloud. Might be just, I don't know, an option. If you guys who are more experienced in this kind of stuff, I'm happy for you to tell me below what is the most common or popular method of uploading audio format type stuff. But for now, my main avenue or platform is my YouTube, besides other social media accounts, but that kind of stuff doesn't belong there really. Yeah. So, look, what am I looking forward to in 2019? I guess that's another place where I can take this particular episode. So I've told you about what's been happening, where I've been, where I'm at, but where am I going? So I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I've had a few select good moments in 2018. Very, very few. But next year I need to make it a point. I need to make a point to myself to make it full of just good memories and moments. Whether that's traveling, local or abroad, new people, building new connections, doing more of the things I enjoy, like getting outside. Which is something else that's been a problem of late. I've been a massive hermit, and just the thought of going outside and being around a lot of people, I get anxious real quick. And I never used to be like that. I was always out and proud, I was the loudest one in the group. So Christmas time, I'm already panicking about, not panicking, but anxious about it. But yeah, this isn't who I am, and it has to change in 2019. That has to be when it does. I know it's cliche to say, next year is going to be my year, because everybody says that. Everybody says that around this time of year. But this year's been a wash. I just need to wipe it from my immediate memory. It was something that had to happen. A lot of things happen that had to happen, that some preferably I wish didn't, but they did. So yeah, so I don't know, hopefully I'll wrap this up, but hopefully I haven't what's the word I'm looking for, rubbed anyone up the wrong way, I guess. 'Cause I don't think I have. I mean, if my opinions offend you, you're entitled to it, I don't care. Really. If what I say or talk about doesn't mesh with your bullshit brand that you're trying to put together, and you don't want to talk to me for whatever reason, hello phone. Speaking about people that want to talk to me, Jesus, that was quite timely. To mute my phone. Then that's on you, not me. I'll take you for who you are. I'm an adult. I know how to disagree with people. And that's not going to completely shut me off from talking to someone either. So I guess that's the final say I'll say on that, for those people that don't bother to talk to me anymore, or want to involve me in any conversation or anything like that. I respect your decision. That's fine. Again, that's on you. So going forward, all that kind of just trivial shit, it doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. And it annoys me when I see it happen, even to friends in real life, but even on social media, it's like, come on. There's so much shit going on in the world. Your precious little social media following shouldn't be dictated by who you associate yourself with in that regards, in that small part of the world. Granted, yes, there are people that you just shouldn't associate with. There's the extreme side of things, of course, like always. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm being really vague about it because I don't want to put grief on anybody. I don't want to point fingers at people. Just know that if you are one of those people, and that you think you are one of those people, you probably are. And that's cool, man. You do you. I've got my little pocket here, and if that no longer, if you've outgrown me, or you think you're above whatever I want to do, then that's cool, man. Go do you. And that's pretty much the take I'm going to be moving on with. So my channel, I don't care so much anymore for a lot of the gaming related stuff these days. I just don't care. I don't care enough to be one of the millions, thousands, hundreds of thousands of channels or social media accounts that cover the same shit. Like, I don't care. Everyone has the same sheep opinion, and it just pisses me off. I unfollowed so many people on my time off because it was the same shit recycled, and that's just insanity to me. YouTube's gotten to this point where everybody thinks that their opinion counts, or that they have something new to offer, and sometimes you just don't. Like, I'm sorry, but like, there's a lot of channels out there that you don't have anything new to offer besides, or any different than the channel that I was watched before you. I'm sorry, but you just don't. And I had a lot of complaints, DM messages saying, "Oh, why the fuck did you unsubscribe me?" or "Why'd you unfollow me, fucker?" Ooh. And it's just for that reason, man. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't need to see it. The people that I still follow and subscribe to, I generally am interested in, and I follow because they legit have their own thing, their own little thing that just makes me that bit interested to actually follow and watch what they do. And if you're just a clone channel out there that's just, oh, there's a bit of news today, oh, blah blah blah, and you have the same thought as the other 10 people before you, I'm sorry, but I don't have time for just multiple of the same shit. I really don't. And yeah, so sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. And that goes for the comic realm as well. There's comic book social media accounts and YouTube channels covering just the same clickbait rumors. The gaming industry has the same problem, where it's just the same rumors spilled out at least every couple times a week, or monthly rumors, and it's the same shit every time. Either none of it's true, or it's been misconstrued all the time, and it just grates on me, man. Particularly in the Marvel DC universe, with all the movies and stuff. Everyone thinks they've got the scoop. Everyone thinks their opinion is what is concrete, the Bible. And I'm over it. Just over it. There's like 2 channels that I follow, and they're like low budget as fuck, and it's charming, and their opinions are raw as, and that really, they struck me, and I subscribe to them. One is the Film Junkie, and the other one is Chris Swanson, I want to say his name is. Ping Pong Flick Show. And you know, they're Film Junkie in particular. He's very like raw in his opinion, whereas the Ping Pong Flick Show dude, he's more kind of thought out and structured in his opinions and thoughts. So those 2 people in particular, I go for most of my comic book stuff. So if you're interested in just talking about random stuff that's being shared about the movies, or particularly the movies, go check them out. I recommend them. And like, but besides the gaming stuff, I only really listen and watch to like the IGN Unlocked podcast from it's the Xbox related one, and Xbox Inside or Xbox Insider. It's a monthly thing. IGN Unlocked is weekly. I'm pretty sure. Time flies by, so I can't remember. And that just about does me. It caters to my interests, and that's the time I have for that. And there's also Aussie Gamers Express. The guys on their team, their podcast in particular, you know, they're a bunch of Aussies, Larrikins, doing their thing. It's you know, they're funny, and honest as well. It's not, it's not staged and try hard or anything like that, which is also refreshing to me. So I recommend checking them out as well. I often hang out in their Discord quite often, and it's fun. So yeah, I'm kind of not in the retro game space at all these days. I never really tried to be, but more so than ever now, I'm not really there. But there's a group called the Ministry of Retro Gaming. Like, they're really trying to build something, and it's interesting, and I applaud them for it. I don't have much to do with any of them. There's two of them in particular that I've had good chats with online, and actually been involved on a podcast a few times in the early days. So I'd recommend checking them out as well. There's a whole group of them, so I can't list them all out, but there's about 8 of them now. But the main two, Since Bases and Maz Gaming, those two I think are the main driving force. I could be totally wrong, but I think they're the main driving force between this ministry thing, particularly Maz. That's just from my optics perspective. I could be totally wrong on that, but just the amount of stuff that I share, that I see those two share about that group, to me it just sounds like those two are the pushers. So I've listed a bunch of Aussie content creators, and a couple of ones in the UK. There's also gaming console tech, Ash over there. He's got his own little thing happening over there, and he's very earnest and honest about things, and he's more into the retro stuff, and just really the stuff that you've probably never seen, or most people would cover. So he's got some unique stuff over there. So I recommend hitting him up, getting his channel a go. He's another one over the UK, and different takes on things over there, of course. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't intend on leading into some shout outs, but I just kind of went this way. So I'm not going to spend the rest of this thing just shouting out the people. These are just the people that I usually check out their stuff, and you probably noticed that it's really not anything of the larger YouTube channels on the platform. I just walked away from all that, again, because it was just the same shit, just different head, at least these guys, to me, for the most part, represent like the good part of YouTube, where it's not this methodical, well-oiled, fake, topical, gotta be first kind of mentality that everybody else on the platform has. These guys all kind of do their own thing. They have their own take. It's not like, I need to be saying the same thing so I can be in the popular crowd as well, which I can't stand. So the ones I mentioned today, go check them out if you're interested in who I've been watching as far as gaming related and comic book stuff goes. But besides that, I've been watching a lot of toy reviewers, particularly for Transformers. I've just got a massive kick for Transformers stuff recently, and I've ordered a lot of Transformers stuff recently. So there's a toy reviewer called Jobby the Hong. Funniest fucking channel I've seen in a long time, and he just reviews toys, man. But he's creative about it, he's funny about it, he takes the absolute piss out of himself in every video, basically. And he's even got his own like lore happening throughout the last 3 years, and it's just I binge watched his stuff recently just to catch up on who he is and what he does, and it's been a fucking wild ride, man. I love his stuff. So check him out as well. And just a handful of others. So look, It's about, it's like half an hour. Shit, I only intended this to be like a 15, 20 minute thing, and here we are. So yeah, I can talk, clearly. So I'm going to wrap this up. This really was just to be a hello, where have I been kind of conversation, and it just went from here. So I kind of like this free-flowing form kind of thing. I don't want to keep it structured at all. If this is something that you're interested in, I'd be happy to see you stick around. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, enjoy your Christmas or your holidays or whatever you do. Hopefully with people. Hopefully not alone. If you are, just throw us a message or something on social media or wherever. Just say, hey, Chunt, Merry Christmas, mate. And I'll be like, yep, fucking oath. And I'll catch you guys on the next CHUNTCAST. Toodle pip.